The following is a morning walk conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on December 17th, 1973, in Los Angeles.
Why the law of gravitation is violated?
They're saying that the cells are alive when they...
Cell. They have got this cell.
So there is a...
Under condition, this law of gravitation works. It is not unconditional. Then the question is, who make the condition?
Well, the green apple is not falling. It's just a case of an opposite factor being stronger than the pull of gravity. Strength of the twig holding the apple on is stronger than the pull of gravity.
That I say, that the law of gravitation acts under certain condition. This is also conditional.
Well, the law of gravitation is always working. Because the energy is always there. It's just not strong enough to pull
working
the apple
under
down.
condition. Working under condition.
Well, scientists agree that everything works under condition.
A little needle, it will go immediately down the water. And if you give a big log, it will not go. The weight of the needle and the weight of the big log, much difference. Still, the needle will go. The gravitation will work, but to the log it will not work.
Well, there's a counter law called buoyancy.
Huh?
There's a counter law called buoyancy.
Anyway, there are so many laws. If the laws are fulfilled, then your so-called gravitation work. Now, who made the laws? That is the point. Under certain condition, it will not act. And under certain condition, it will act. Then who made the condition? That is the question. You cannot finalize the laws of gravitation. It is also under condition. Who makes this condition? That is the point. Ramchandra constructed the bridge with stone on the ocean. It began to float. So, he is the condition maker. He made the condition. He changed the condition. Now, these stones will float. That's all. Therefore, God is supreme. Gravitation did not work when Krishna lived at the Govardhan hill. So that is nice. The scientific discoveries act under relative conditions. That is not absolute final. If such and such conditions are there, then the so-called scientific laws will act. Otherwise it will not. And you cannot see so many things, now you cannot see there. What is there? So what is your seeing power?
It's limited.
Huh?
It's limited.
Therefore everything is limited. Under condition you can see. So what is your seeing? Imperfect seeing. If the sun rises, then you can see. That also not correctly. So what is the value of your seeing? You say, we want to see God. And what is the value of your seeing?
Well, I think they can make machines.
Huh?
They have
That is also imperfect.
They have one machine and they can see right now.
No. That machine is imperfect.
Infrared telescopes.
That is also imperfect. That machine is meant by imperfect senses. So it is imperfect.
Imperfect, but they think it's becoming more perfect.
Huh?
They
That is
feel that
imperfect.
they're always
They are
making it
becoming
more perfect.
means they are imperfect. Becoming more perfect means their always position is imperfect. That very word means that you are perpetually imperfect.
It's better than doing something than doing nothing.
Yeah, that dog also doing, jumping. Always, here to here, down, that kind of active busyness. What is called? Active foolishness. They remain foolish, but still they are active. That means they are simply creating dangerous position. That's all. Jagato ahita. It is said in the Bhagavad Gita. These demons, their progress means only for the mischief of the world. That's all. That is demonic progress. Khayaya jagato, for the destruction of the world and for mischievous condition of the world. Their progress. Is it not? Yes. Khayaya jagato ahita. Khaya means for destruction. And for mischievous condition. Therefore, despite all advancement of so-called scientific knowledge, the world becoming more and more in dangerous and destructive condition.
The only time they use the word God is when they're swearing and they're calling on God to damn someone else. Why is such language there? Why are they doing like that?
No. Why ordinary man, even those who are going to church, they are also praying God, God give us our daily bread. So these rascals, they have made God as agent for their sense gratification. This is their philosophy. Even from the priest down to the robes, they have made God as the agent of their sense gratification. That is materialism. God must supply whatever I want. That is God. Otherwise I don't care for God. This is their philosophy.
But sometimes they might hit their thumb with a hammer or something and they'll start swearing, calling on God's name but in a very bad way.
That's all right. God's name, God's... In every respect, these materialists, they want to use God for their sense gratification. That is the prime factor. Our philosophy is that God is not agent for your sense gratification, but you are agent for God's satisfaction. That is our philosophy. Just the opposite. Even so-called religionists, they also take God as the agent of their sense gratification. They go to church to order God, supply our bread. Actually he is doing. God is supplying bread. But they go for ordering. They give us. The rascal does not know God is already supplying. Now why should we go to church for ordering him to supply bread? He is already supplying, even to the cats and dogs. They do not know what is the purpose of going to the church. That is why. That is the disease, material disease. I want to satisfy my senses, and anyone who will help me in my sense gratification, I shall worship him. If he does not, then I shall not. Everywhere. This Nixon became president because he promised that I shall satisfy your senses. Now he is not doing so, so get out. This is the whole formula, material world. You satisfy my senses, you are my friend. And as soon as you stop, then you are not my friend. You are sick, now you are unable to gratify your senses.